Easier Monday with Juhl Lenard. This is a late lunch with Juhl. It took a little bit more time to set up because we have a special treat today, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. So this is the one thing that you must stop doing so that you can keep the leads to come to your website. If you are like most entrepreneurs, most likely you have a website, and most likely you have people that come to you have a contact form on your website, and you have people who come to your website to connect with you. And you probably have people who have come to your website to connect with you that you haven't responded to yet, right? So this is the one thing, the great thing about people that come to your website is it's free. You didn't have to run an ad for it. You didn't have to set up anything to do it. You didn't have to go to any events. It's just somebody just searched you up on the internet and they found you, and they were excited enough about what the content that you had on your website that they actually wanted to connect with you. And so the worst thing, and I can say this because I used to do this all the time. It would be months later. It'd be like, oh, wow, I got somebody, sent something to my website. Oh, crap, I forgot these people. Here's like 20 people. I never followed up with them, right? So I know this firsthand. So I thought what would be great today is to give you a little bit of show and tell. Didn't you love show and tell in school where you could actually see what somebody was talking about? So that's what we're going to do today, because you either need to make sure that you have an awareness of where your contacts go within your CRM or within your, whatever you're using, MailChimp, HubSpot, Insightly, whatever, Chrysalis Systems, shameless plug. So whatever you're using, you want to make sure you know how to get to those leads. And so what I'm going to show you today is a peek inside my platform and show you what I do, how the workflow works, and how it helps me to stay on top of things when leads contact me. So I'm going to share my screen, and let's see, I did something cool earlier where it was half of the screen. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. So this is an automation. So within my platform, in order to be able to do any type of auto text or auto email or anything like that, there's a workflow that's associated with it. It's pretty simple. And what happens is there's a trigger. Something happens, whether it's somebody fills out a form. In this example, it's I offer 4 free 15-minute consultations. And so in this example, this is a workflow that I created to help me to connect with and follow up with a lead that had submitted information for that particular promotion. So in this case, maybe you have like a free consultation, maybe you have a free meal if you're a restaurant, or a free baked good if you're a bakery, or something like that you want to offer people on your website to entice them, encourage them to give you their email address and their contact information so you can follow up and begin building the relationship. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just walk through, because in this way, once you have something automated, because you are busy, no one, unless you went into business as a marketing agency, no one wants to spend more time on marketing than they need to spend, right? If you're a bakery, you want to do baked goods. If you're a masseuse, you want to massage. If you're, a construction person, you want to be building some stuff. You don't want to have to deal with the follow-up, but you want the leads, right? So let's jump into the demo here. So, and hopefully I can show you everything. So in this case, this is this trigger. This is called a trigger. So a trigger is an action that somebody takes to actually be able to someone takes an action. So whether they filled out a form, they left a message, they replied to an email, whatever it is, a trigger is something someone did. So in this case, it's the 4 free consultation offer form was submitted. Okay, in this case. So once that happens, actually, I guess, do I need to go over? Okay, let me see how to do. Wait, let me see how I can actually go over here. Okay. So once this has happened, the system automatically does the next step. So the first thing is we add it to a sales pipeline, right? So if somebody's new, you have a new lead, you want to make sure that you're tracking those leads and following up, and kind of what the volume is of potential new business that you have. So within Crystallized Systems, there's a platform that you can use to track all of your open leads and the lifetime value associated with them. So the first thing it does is it adds that lead to the pipeline. The next thing it does is it sends an email alert to the client. So in this case, when I do this for other clients, what will happen is someone say, for example, someone sends a form into your website. Then this is actually me. Then what will happen is you'll get a notification that says, "Hey, you submitted a lead." Now I'm trying to show you how this is. This is a user error on a demo here. How do I do this? That's there. How do I make this move? Okay. I'm not sure, but let me see if I can show if I need to do full screen to do this. I want to actually show you what happens, what the message looks like. It looks like maybe I can't do that here. Really? This is the first time I've done this and used it for a demo. So I'm not sure why I can't use it. Here, let's see what to actually use the buttons here in this demo. I might have to look at somebody else for streaming, or maybe I need his user. It's probably user error, and I just don't know how to do it. That's the real answer. I just don't know how. But I'm going to figure it out. So anyway, the point is, it sends an email alert to me to say, "Hey, you have someone who submitted a form on your website," and then it'll wait a few minutes, and then it'll send other text. So I can't go into a lot of detail on this now because I don't know how to operate this webinar in this way. Let me look at a couple more things and just see what button did I not push. Just see. No, I'm not able to do it. I'm sorry. I was all excited. I wanted to show you my stuff. I wanted to show you my toys, but it's not working. So the point is that there are automations that we can do, or that you can do as a business owner, that will allow you to be very present with your leads and your potential customers without actually having to send an email, send a text, find a phone number, follow up. And so if I could show you the rest of this, which I may actually put a screenshot underneath this video, you would see that there's a sequence of follow-ups that happen as well. So when someone sends in some information, it's the follow-up though is with me to say, "Did you follow up with that person?" Okay, well here's it. And it also has an automatic call feature. So if you'll see further down here, it'll say automatic call, and it calls me and it says, "Hey, you received a call from, Joe Schmo, and Joe Schmo is interested in, this is their phone number and this is their email address." And so right there in my phone, without having to log into a different app, without having to, look up any phone numbers or anything, I can follow up and connect with that lead on the phone right away. So in terms of making your life easier, this is it. And this is what I use. And this is the platform that I provide for my clients as well, where you can actually minimize the amount of time that you have to spend on follow-up, but never lose a lead and never have a lead feel like no one responded to them. Because when someone comes to your website and they actually leave you a comment, that's a step that they took with you that they didn't take with someone else. It's like a handshake or something like that. And so you want to always be acknowledging those people, whether it's with a fully automated integrated solution like Crystallized Systems, or if it's a manual way that you can follow up. It's so vitally important that you follow up with your leads. So anyway, I wish I could show you more, and I will over time once I figure out how to do this with this tool. And but I thought it was a really cool thing to do. I know that paid leads can be expensive. And so if you have an opportunity to generate organic leads, that's always going to be the way to go. So hopefully you found this helpful. If you did, then definitely share the video. And I will look forward to talking to you next time on Lunch with Juhl. Bye for now.